Not surprisingly, that Gavrikov, as a great expert in the his favorite opening lines, immediately recognized all the dangers that Black faced in his game with Tolnai and tried to find an antidote. And in a few months, he came up with an idea that was employed against the same opponent, d5. So Black is trying to solve the problem of not being able to develop the pieces normally, immediately breaking through in the center on d5 square. Since, as we could see, there's the most of the conflict is related to this square, and now after d5, White should make also a difficult choice, since pawn on e4 cannot take on d5. Then Black simply takes the knight on f5. And this pawn from e4 does not go in both directions. It should wait for g takes f5 to go on f5, but at the same time now, this pawn is under check. White should be creative, and bishop g5 looks like the best option. But after g takes f5, if White takes on d5, then bishop e7 even gives Black chances to play for an advantage. Also, queen a5 check might be enough for a draw. So after bishop e7, what's happened in fact in this game, Gavrikov Tolnai, bishop takes f6, bishop takes f6, e takes f5, Black has h5, and this is not the same position as before, because obviously by exchanging the White's bishop on e3 to the Black knight on f6 and solving some of the problems of the development, Black could hope to exercise its material advantage. Position looks in Black favor, and in Swidler Van Velde later game in Bill 2000, Black also had no reasons to complain. So the best move is to take on f6, queen takes f6, knight d5, queen d6, e takes f5. It's quite similar to what we saw before. Black has an extra piece, White has two pawns, easy development. King is still stuck. Black king is stuck in the center. But at the same time, eliminating White's bishop on e3, or call it exchanging this bishop on knight on f6, offers Black better chances, because with problems of developing their pieces, Black always should look for more exchanges, and this exchange is favoring them. So after knight c6, that's a better move, because immediate h5 is met by g5, bishop takes f5, queen f3, and Black is in a big trouble. So after knight c6, queen e2, h5, castle hg4, that's what's happened in this game, Ponombrov Gelfand. And when I looked at the game, I also found some improvements for White, because Ponomarev eventually got himself in trouble. But I think that Black has plenty of options. So the position is very complicated, but it seems that d5 is probably a playable move, and it changes the dynamics. But White still can hope to develop quite an aggressive attack, to develop the position that could satisfy those who are looking for a lot of adventures in the openings. Summarizing what we saw, call it Hungarian attack with g2, g4, with this piece sacrifice, I should say that it played, this concept played a very important role in developing the opening theory. Suddenly we recognize that even a positional sacrifice for a long-standing initiative could be a great concept that, apart of being based on some solid grounds, has an important practical advantage. It's very difficult to defend against so far invisible threats. And black always experienced these problems because defending against immediate threats, defending against an attack, unfolding attack, it's not easy, but at least you can see where the threats are coming from. While here, black always had an illusion of having a material advantage, decisive material advantage, but at the same time not having a clear way of developing its pieces and facing threats that some of them are real, some of them could be simple illusions, but at the same time, that all creates an extra psychological pressure, which played very much in White's favor. And the practical results are pretty good for White, although I think that Black's resources should be more than sufficient to not to refute the attack altogether, but create positions where White attack can be held. Anyhow, my recommendation is to look at this position and play it with both sides. If you are excited with unbalanced chess, with sacrifices, and if you want to learn more, now you have computers that could help you to find new sharp lines. But before you employ computer, before you use the machine, you should recognize the nature of the ideas, and you should understand the concepts that are creating positions where you can find so much tactics and so much excitement.